Jazz Chisholm is going to be on the cover of MLB the Show, and that was a shock. I couldn't believe it. When the announcer announced it, everyone was shocked. What? Who? Why? How? A mediocre player is on the cover of a baseball game? He is the worst player ever to be on the cover of a sports title in video games. This is historic. So everyone wants to know why. How is it possible? You don't put a mediocre player on the cover of a game. He's not even the second best player on his team or the first best. This is insane. In hockey, football, basketball, baseball, up to this moment, you would put a player who performs on the field at a very high level, and that is who would get the cover. In this situation, it's a mediocre player who's going to get the cover. It's insane. Now, I don't think this was about skin color. If it was about skin color, you're going to put someone on there like a Mookie Betts, who actually deserves to be on the cover because he's that good of a player. Or you could even put Tim Anderson. He has personality also. So you could go that route. They're better players, way better players than this guy is. So I don't think it was about skin color. The reason why he's on the cover is because he's from the Bahamas. So Major League Baseball in Sony San Diego studios, they have a partnership. They talk to each other. They make deals with each other. And I believe that MLB, they want them to promote a player from the Bahamas to generate excitement in the Bahamas for the game of baseball and to get even more people playing it. And maybe in the future, there can be more players from the Bahamas in Major League Baseball. I'm sure you know about Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela. A lot of great players have come from those places. You really can't think of anyone who came from the Bahamas, but he's from there. I think he's the only one in baseball. So I believe that Major League Baseball wants to promote this player, generate interest in the Bahamas, and it will be cool for them. If you live in the Bahamas and you see one of your own on the cover of a famous baseball game, that's going to be cool. And I believe that the kids will want to play as him and his team, the Marlins. And so I'm sure there'll be a lot of Marlin fans in the Bahamas. And you never know. This may lead to even more kids in the Bahamas wanting to play baseball. And in the future, they just might come to the Major League Baseball and actually be superstars. And they'll get on the cover not because they're from the Bahamas, but because of their talent. I guess that's the big question. Should baseball be doing this? Should they be promoting a player to a cover of a famous baseball game just because of where he's from and not based on his talent? That's the question. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they've done it. So once again, it wasn't about skin color. This was about where he was from, the Bahamas. So we'll look back on this in 10 years and we'll see if anyone from the Bahamas joined him in Major League Baseball. And we'll see the impact of it. It'll be interesting. I said it before in this video, and I'll say it again before I close the video. You have to understand, if you're not familiar with sport video games, it's always a star player on the cover. There's never been a mediocre player. So this is historic. But anyway, congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Bahamas. You have one of your own on the cover of MLB the Show. And Yeah, we'll see how this turns out. But that's the real reason why he's on the cover.